Okay.
Please, you can start, sir.
We shall now go to shloka number 32. It reads, Vidhi prayuktam parigrahya satkriyam parishramam nama vineyacha kshanam umam sapashyan rajunaiva chakshusha prachakrame vaktum anujhita kramaha. Vidhi prayuktam parigrahya satkriyam actually not reading. I don't know, it's not writing.
Close it, save it and go, sir.
Huh?
Welcome, sir.
Huh. In this verse, it is said that the Jatila, the Brahmacharyan, began to speak. Prachakrame means began, Vaktum, to speak. The Brahmacharyan began to speak when, after receiving parigrihya, the hospitality rendered by Parvati. Satkriya is hospitality or worship, which was rendered in a due manner, prayuktam, rendered in the due manner, that is, as prescribed, vidhi prayuktam, as per rules. And secondly, after doing away with Vinaya, his exhaustion, parishramam, kshanam, for a moment, nama means apparently. And further, looking, Pushyan, at Parvati. Umam. With a straightforward glance. Riju in Sanskrit means straight. Pashyan Rijuna eva. Pashyan Rijunaiva. So Rijuna qualifies Chakshusha. Chakshus is eyes. So with a straight glance, in a straightforward manner, he looked at Parvati and then he began to speak. Anujjita kramaha. So not abandoning. Anujjita, not abandoning, not forsaking the proper way of speaking. So not forsaking the etiquette. The etiquette required for a stranger man to speak to a stranger woman. So hereafter the Brahmacharin is going to speak to Parvati, and before that he received the hospitality that was rendered to him by her in the proper manner. So the dissolution for Vidhi Prayuktam would be Vidhina Prayuktam. Vidhi Prayuktam. Vidhi is masculine, so Vidhina Prayukta is Vidhi Prayukta. So this is an adjective of Satkriyam. So this word is dissolved as Sati cha Asau Kriya cha. As Kriya is feminine, the adjective for that, namely Sat, will also be feminine, hence the form would be Sati. So Sati cha Asau Kriya cha yields Satkriya. Tam, Satkriyam. So this is F 2.1. And the adjective for this is Vidhi Prayuktam, also has to be F21. This is also Strilinga Vitiya Yukti Ekvachana. So Satkriyam Parigrihya. So accepting the hospitality. The hospitality is rendered as per prescribed norms, and Parvati rendered such hospitality as per the prescriptions of the Shastras, and the Brahmacharin accepted such hospitality rendered by Parvati. Parigrihya is from Pari plus root Grah plus Yap. Note that the root is Grah, not Grih, whereas here we have Parigrihya, so there is Rakara here. So Parigrihya, accepting, receiving. So literally it means having accepted. So having accepted the hospitality that Parvati rendered to him, and secondly, Parishramam nama Viniya Chakshanam. Of course, Shiva did not travel a great distance to be exhausted, but he pretended to be exhausted, so in order not to reveal anything of himself, so in order to give no clue of himself, he behaved like a person who must have come from afar, and therefore for a moment, Kshanam, so this is an adverb for with respect to the verbal word here, Viniya, so it is also a Lyabanta like Parigrihya. So this is from V plus root ni propane plus Lyap. Has the same sense as Apaniya. So Viniya and Apaniya would mean the same. So dispensing with the tiredness, Parishrama is tiredness. So this is Pullinga, M21. This is an avyaya, this is an indeclinable. And Kshanam is an adverb, so this is also Cha is also indeclinable. So Kshanam Viniya, for a moment he did away with the feeling of tiredness. So for all intents and purposes he was a bit tired, coming from whatever distance, and therefore, to appear very normal, So he took rest for a while after receiving the hospitality from Parvati, and it's only thereafter that he began to speak. So Vaktum prachakrame, Vaktum in order to speak, from root which plus tumun. The root is vacha paribhashane. So Vaktum prachakrame. Prachakrame means he began from pra plus root krama. This root krama is kramu pada vikshepe in the Panini Dhatu Patha. So this is the lit form, lit lakara prathama purusha ekvachana. The forms of this root in this lakara are pra plus chakrame, chakramate, chakramire, chakramishe, chakramathe, chakramidve, chakrame, chakramivahe, chakramimahe. This is prathama purusha ekvachana form. Saha prachakrame, he began to speak. Vaktum prachakrame. So he began to speak, addressing Uma. So Umam Vaktum prachakrame. So Anujjita kramaha saha. Saha is qualified by, this is M11 Pullinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana. Anujjita kramaha is an adjective to that, and therefore Anujjita kramaha, so in conformity with. Anujjita means in conformity with, not forsaking, not ignoring. Kramaha is the etiquette or the proper order in which one ought to speak, the way one has to address. So, and this, as we see, is vouchsafed in the coming verses. So he starts with Kushala Prashna and inquires about her tapas. So these are the very natural questions and the dignified questions that a stranger can ask a woman who is also a stranger to him. So Malinatha explains this word Anujjita kramaha by Atyakta Uchita Paripati kaha. So Paripati is the procedure and Uchita Paripati is the proper procedure, and Atyakta, so not forsaking. Now this he did looking at Parvati straight, so which means it was devoid of coquetry. So without looking at her with coquettish eyes, so he spoke to her. So Rujuna Chakshusha, and Chakshus is Napumsakalinga, is N31, and Rujuna qualifies Chakshusha, and therefore this is also Napumsakalinga, Tritiya Vibhakti Ekvachana. Ruju means straight, so Rujuna eva Chakshusha, so with a straightforward glance. Pashyan is from root drish, drishir prekshane, for which it is the present participle, so Shatru Pratyaya. For which it is the Pullinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana form. So Saha Umam Pashyan. So take Umam with Pashyan. Saha Umam Pashyan, looking at Parvati. So looking at her, he spoke. Rujuna, the Amarkosha notes that Ruju and Ajimha are synonyms. Jimha is Kutila, and therefore Raju, Ajimha and Praguna, Raja, Vajimha, Praguna, says Amarkosha, all these are synonyms. So in a straightforward manner, so obviously it is a very dignified look, so with which he looked at her. as Malinatha notes, nama means nama aparamarthe. So paramartha is truth. So aparamartha is what is not true. So it's only apparently that he behaved as though that he was tired, and therefore he received the hospitality from Parvati, which was rendered in the due manner, and he dispensed with the tiredness apparently. This he did for a moment, and looking at Parvati in a straightforward glance, he began to speak to her. So he addressed her, and even while he spoke to her, he adhered to the norms. So anujhita kramaha. You can go to the next verse now. Shloka 33. Api kriyartham sulabham samitkusham jalanyapi snana vidhikshamanite api swashaktya tapasi pravartase shariramadhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. In this verse, the Brahmacharian makes certain preliminary inquiries, and his Kushala Prashna is more in the form of the inquiry regarding the progress of her austerities. So he puts three questions to Parvati. One is regarding the easy availability of the darbha grass and the fuel sticks, and two about the waters that are required for her ablutions, and three whether she is engaging in tapas in accordance with her ability. The first question that he puts is api kriyartham sulabham samit kusham. Samit is the holy stick, and kusha is the darbha grass. So now the first question that he puts is, are holy sticks and darbha grass easily available? Sulabham. Now these are required for her kriya. Artham indicates purpose. For the purpose of her kriya, her activities, the ritual activities. So are the holy sticks and the darbha grass, are they available easily for your activities, the rituals such as homa and so on? This is the first question. The second question is, are the waters, jalani, waters, jalani api, snana vidhi kshamani te. Kshama means fit. For snana vidhi is ablution, the act of ablution. Vidhi is the action. So are they fit for you, te. So, do they prove convenient? This is the second question. This is about the availability of waters and their being fit for her stana. And third question is, api swashaktya tapasi pravartase. Do you engage pravartase in tapas, in your austerity? Swashaktya, in accordance with your strength. Shakti is strength. So these are the three questions that he raises, and he concludes the verse by a general statement which says, Shariram, the body, is indeed khalu, the adyam, prime instrument, sadhanam, for the attainment of dharma. So these are the three questions that the Brahmacharyan puts. So the progress of austerities depends upon the availability of the holy fuel and the darbha grass. As you can see, even later the deer snatch darbha grass from her hands sometimes, and the collection of samit or holy sticks should also not prove a very formidable task that she needs to go afar and all that, and therefore they should be easily accessible, and that should not lead to a wastage of time, and therefore they should be easily available, and therefore kriyartham, for the activities of her kriyas. So the darbha grass is required at every step, and the samit is required for the performance of homa, etc., which is also referred to earlier. And therefore, for these activities are holy sticks and darbha grass easily available to you, is the first question that he puts. And secondly, the Himalayan region should be very cold generally, and therefore the waters that are available must be conducive to her easy ablution, and therefore jalanyapi, even the waters here, are they kshamani, fit and appropriate for your snana vidhi, for your ablution. And thirdly, api swashaktya tapasi pravartase. Do you involve yourself in the activities of austerity in keeping with your strength? And a word of caution is given in the last pada of the verse, which says sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. So she should not overshoot her ability and thus cause disturbance to her own frame, and she must keep her body intact so as to best serve the interests of dharma. So are you doing so? These are the questions that are put by the Brahmacharyan. So the word api at the beginning of a sentence especially has the sense of kachit, apihi kachidarthakaha. So says Malinatha. So api, so at the beginning of a sentence has an interrogative sense. So it's starting of a question. So as for example, also in Hindi we begin with kya and so on. So that sense is conveyed by api here. And kriyartham is to be analyzed as kriyabhyaha idam. If it was a single activity that Parvati engaged herself in, we would have had kriyayai idam as kriyartham. This portion artham is added at the end of a word as the final member of a compound to denote the purpose. So artham, arthe, and even arthaya, all these three can be added at the end of a compound word in order to indicate the purpose. So api kriyartham sulabham samit kusham. So Sukhena labdhum shakyam is the dissolution for sulabham. What can be obtained with ease? So without any great difficulty. So the word kriya is commented upon by Malinatha as homadi karmanushtartham. So api kriyartham sulabham samit kusham. The word samit kusha is to be dissolved as samidhaha kushascha. So the samahara of this yields samit kusham. Api kriyartham sulabham samit kusham. So our holy sticks and vidarbha grass easily available to you. This is the first question. And secondly, is there water? So api jalani, so which is suited to your ritualistic bath. Jalani is napumsakalinga prathama vibhakti bahuvachana, and as the word snana vidhikshamani refers to that as the predicate of that, this is also has to be napumsakalinga prathama vibhakti bahuvachana. The dissolution of snana vidhikshamani is snanasya vidhihi is snana vidhihi. Tasmin, that is snana vidhau, kshamani, snana vidhikshamani. So jalani is in prathama vibhakti, this is also in prathama vibhakti. Jalanyapi, api jalani snana vidhikshamani, te snana vidhikshamani. So are the waters suited to your ritualistic ablutions. And then swashaktya is to be analyzed as swa cha asau shaktischa. Yields swashaktihi. Taya. Words ending in ti are generally feminine, therefore swashaktya is strilinga tritiya vibhakti ekvachana. So in accordance with your abilities, swashaktya tapasi pravartase. Tapasi is napumsakalinga saptami ekvachana, and pravartase is from pra plus root vrit. So it's let madhyam purusha ekvachana. The forms are pravartate, vartete, vartante, vartase, vartete, vartadve, varte, vartavahe, vartamahe. So apitvam swashaktya tapasi pravartase. Do you engage yourself in the austerities, not going beyond your strength? And the reason for this is this inquiry, especially the third line, is given in the last line. Sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. The word dharma sadhanam is to be dissolved thus. Sadhanam itself is sadhyate anena. Iti sadhanam. So that by which something is achieved. Sadhanam means. And dharmasya sadhanam, dharma sadhanam. The means for dharma. There can be many means for dharma. So among them, for example, a lot of wealth would also conduce to that, and one can do dharma through his utterances. One can do dharma, acts of dharma, by making use of one's own intelligence. But of all them, sharira, the body, So this Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana, and accordingly Dharma Sadhanam, so is also Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Shariram Khalu, indeed also shows, Khalu also shows the reputation of the idea. So Shariram Dharma Sadhanam, it is accepted, but what he stresses is that it is the Adyam Dharma Sadhanam. The word Adyam is to be analyzed as Adau Bhavam, means what occupies the first position in the list. So Adyam Dharma Sadhanam Shariram Khalu. Isn't body the prime instrument of dharma? Manu says, Dharmastu Kayena Vacha Buddhya Dhanadina cha Bahubhihi Sadhyate. So dharma can be attained through the body, through words, through one's intelligence, through wealth, and so on. Teshu cha Vapureva Mukhyam Sadhanam. Among them all, the body constitutes a prime instrument. Now, this aspect of Sharira being the Dharma Sadhana and paying attention to the Sharira as a prime instrument is stressed variously in our literature, in our heritage. The very word Shariram is significant. So this is from root Shru. So Shiriyate iti Shariram, what constantly undergoes degradation. So what deteriorates continuously is Shariram, and therefore as this is something whose powers are sudden or continuously deteriorating, one must take care, especially in sustaining the energy and the ability, and therefore one must be strong enough to perform acts of dharma, which can sometimes be exacting, and therefore one must pay heed to the condition of one's own body. Now Manu says, Akshinvan yogataha tanum. So one should not affect the body or wound the body. So without subjecting the body to too many difficulties, one should attain dharma. Now there is also one Atma Guna called Anayasa. Gautama lists 8 gunas as Ashtau Atma Gunaha, among which Anayasa is also one. The definition of Anayasa is given as Yadarambhe bhavet pida nityam atyantam atmanaha tad varjayet dharmyamapi sonayasa prakirtitaha. So such acts of dharma, so even if something is dharmya, conducive to dharma, but by indulging in which one undergoes excruciating pain, Yadarambhe bhavet pida nityam atyantam atmanaha tad varjayet dharmyamapi. So such things one should not involve oneself in. So one must attune one's ritualistic duties to one's abilities. So one should not subject one's frame to undue hardships. So that is the idea. In Sharangadhara Samhita we have this statement, Dharmartha kama mokshanam shariram sadhanam yataha ato rugbhyaha tanum rakshet naraha karma vipakavit. Knowing that the various karmans can conduce to deterioration of one's body, one must be careful in the pursuit of the 4 purusharthas, namely dharma, artha, kama and moksha. So this is tested in Ayurvedic texts also, and it is paying heed to this, paying attention to this, that the brahmacharin asks her, api swashaktya tapasi pravartasi. So the anayasa aspect is touched upon in the first 2 lines also. So the question of sulabhata of samitkusha and the snana vidhi kshamatva of the jala and her swashakti anuguna tapasi pravartana are all matters that conduce to this guna called anayasa. So if a person does things which lead to a supreme degree of ayasa, then his dharma is not really fully attained, and that may inhibit further activities of dharma. The prose order for this is very simple. Kriyartham samitkusham api sulabham. Jalanite api snana vidhikshamanim. Tapasi api swashaktya pravartase. Adyam dharma sadhanam shariram khalu. We shall now pass on to the next verse. Verse 34. Apittvadavarjita varisambhritam pravalamasam anubandhi virudham chirojjitalaktaka patalena te tulam yadarohati danta vasasam. So in this verse, he makes inquiries about the plants and trees that grow around her as a result of her watering them. Pravalam is the subject of the sentence. Pravala refers to the tender sprouts. So the sprout of the virudham, the creepers. The creepers must be all around growing there, and therefore pointing towards them, he refers to these creepers. Asam refers to these creepers. Asam virudham pravalam. So is it anubandhi? Anubandhi means continuous. Now this pravala is sambhritam, is nourished by the waters, vari, brought and poured by herself. Tat is yourself, so poured by yourself. Api, is that so? So do the sprouts of these plants grow continuously? Is the first question. This is the question that is asked here. And incidentally, he also makes a reference to the beauty of the pravala. The pravalas, or the sprouts, tulam arohati. So the sprout attains arohati a comparison, tulam, with your lips. Danta vasas is lip. So it attains a comparison with your lip, which in itself is red in color, patala, red in color, in spite of the fact that for long, chira, the lip of Parvati is destitute of ujjita. the red lac, alaktaka, the red lac dye that is applied. So for long, Parvati has abandoned applying the red lac dye to her limbs, and yet they are red in color. And the sprouts are yet to attain equality with the lip of Parvati, which for long has been devoid of the lac that is applied to them. Now the Brahmacharin is inquiring about the natural and full growth and the regular growth of the creepers there. The regular and healthy growth of creepers is reflected in the appearance of sprouts, which should be continuous. If the creeper does not grow properly after a certain stage, there is a halt to the putting forth of sprouts, and therefore are the sprouts appearing regularly. Anubandhi is continuous. So are these continuous in their appearance? This is the question that he puts. The dissolution for Tadavarjita Varisamritam is Tvaya Avarjitam equals Tadavarjitam. And Tadavarjitancha Tat Varicha leads Tadavarjita Vari, and Tena, that is Tadavarjita Varina Sambhritam. Obviously adjectival to Pravalam, which is Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana, and therefore this is also Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana. So Tadavarjita Varisambritam Pravalam Anubandhi Kim Api Anubandhi. So Anubandhi is also Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana. As Pravalam, the subject of the sentence is Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana. Its qualifier Tadavarjita Varisambritam is also Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana, and the predicate portion Anubandhi is also Navamsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachana. Tadavarjita Varisambritam Pravalam Api Anubandhi is the question that he is asking. And the Pravalas belong to the Viruths. So in Sanskrit, Virudh is a creeper. So Virudham is a Strilinga Shabda, so F63. And Asam obviously also has to be F63. So Asam Virudham, of these creepers, the sprout of these creepers, obviously it's not a single sprout that he is referring to, or of the water. So both are, see, we can take it as Jatiya Kavachana, and therefore Pravalam refers to Pravalas, the sprouts. So is the Pravala Anubandhi, is the Pravala continuous, or the creepers putting forth the sprouts in a continuous manner? This is the question that he is asking. So Asam is the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachana form of the base idam, the pronoun, the forms of which in Strilinga are Iyam ime imaha, imam enam ime ene, imaha enaha, anaya enaya, abhyam abhihi, asyai abhyam abhyah, asyaha abhyam abhyah, asyaha anayoh enayoh asam, asyam anayoh enayoh as. And noun Virudham is conjugated the noun Virudhi is conjugated thus: Virut, Virudhau, Virudha, He Virut, He Virudhau, He Virudha, Virudham, Virudhau, Virudha, Virudha, Virudbhyam, Virudbhihi, Virudhe, Virudbhyam, Virudbhyah, Virudha, Virudbhyam, Virudbhyah, Virudha, Virudhoh, Virudham, Virudhi, Virudhoh, Virutsu. So Virudham is Shashti Bahuvachana form. Asam Virudham Pravalam Api Anubandhi. This is the first question that he has asked. So it's not, he is not referring to the creepers that grow of their own accord, but the ones that have been watered and tended and nourished by Parvati. So she is regularly pouring waters. So this also constitutes a recognized part of austerities, and therefore this was described in the course of the penance of Parvati. This was described by Kalidasa himself earlier. So here the Brahmacharin himself is making a pointed reference to the regular growth of the creepers all around. So this is to be taken as an indication of the inner spiritual growth also. So if on the other hand there are activities indulged in by Parvati which are not conducive to tapas, the growth of the Viruts may not be regular. So there may be some halts and breaks in the continuous putting forth of the sprouts. Now there is an indication of this in Kalidasa's Abhigyana Shakuntala, where upon the arrival of the ascetics from the Himalayan region, Dushyanta entertains these apprehensions where he says, Ahosvit prasavo mamapa charitair vishtambhito virudham. So has the growth of the creepers been affected by my own evil deeds? So evil activities or improper ways of performing tapas may lead to such results as the crippling of the normal and regular and full growth of the sprouts of the creepers watered by the person who is performing the austerity, and therefore this is an external indication of an internal activity, an internal progress. So apitvadavarjitavari sambhritam pravala masam anubandhi virudham. The Brahmacharin, being endowed with the gift of the gab, also tries to make a comparison to put her in good humor. So Parvati must have been pursuing austerities in full seriousness, and therefore the Brahmacharin utters a few words which are slightly digressive but draw attention to her own beauty. Now this has its propriety in view of the fact that he is going to marry her shortly, and therefore he makes a comparison of the Pravala sprout to the lip of Parvati. Dantavasas is lip. The derivation for this is Dantan, the teeth. Vaste means covers, the same as Achadayati. Iti Dantavasaha. It's not a masculine word, it's an Namaskalinga word like Manas. So this is N31. Like Manasa, we have Dantavasasa. Like, so it's conjugated, it's declined like Manas, Manaha Manasi Manamsi, Dantavasaha, Dantavasasi, Dantavasamsi, and therefore this is N31. So Dantavasasa, in the Amarakosha we have the synonyms given as Oshtha and Adhara. Oshtadharau tu Radanachadau. Radana means teeth and Chada is covering. So Radanachadau. Then Dashana Vasasi. So Danta or Dashana means the same thing, and therefore all these are synonyms. Oshtha, Adara, Radanachada and Dashana Vasas or Danta Vasas all mean the same thing. They refer to the lip. So the lip of Parvati is red in color, and therefore the word qualifying that is also N31 here. So Chirojhitalakta kapatalena dantavasasa. So this is an adjective and this is the noun here. So how is the lip of Parvati? It is Chirojhitalaktaka patala. chiram for a long time, ujjitaha, what has been given up, is equal to chirojjitaha. So chiram here is adverbial, and therefore chirojjita, what is chirojjita, is the alaktaka. Chirojjitaha cha asau alaktakaha is chirojjita alaktakaha. So we can take it slightly in a different way. Chirojjitaha chirojjita alaktakaha, chirojjitaha alaktakaha yena tat, it is chirojjita alaktakam. And the patalam is something that appears in spite of this, and therefore the Vigraha Vakya is given as tathapi patalam. Tathapi is to be understood here. Tathapi patalam, chirojjita alaktaka patalam, tena, so danta vasasa. Therefore chirojjita alaktaka patalena te danta vasata, yat refers to the pravalam. Pravalam tulam arohati, so it attains comparison, so it aspires for comparison. It is to be dissolved as a plus ruha. Ruha bija janmani pradurbhavecha is the dhatu patha, so it is from lat prathama purusha ekvachana form. So tulam aroha, tula is comparison, so the pravala is arohati with dantavasasa. The sprout seeks to attain equality with ear lip. The idea is this: Parvati has given up the application of the lac to her lips, and yet her lips are quite red in color, and the sprout of the creepers here are striving to attain equality with her lips. So this only shows that Parvati has not totally blighted her body. There is a saying in Sanskrit, sapta raktaha sukhi bhavet. One who has 8 portions of his body red in color is considered a happy man. So this only shows the good blood level of the person. So among them, the lips are also listed among the 7 items, and therefore if the lips are bloody, so it only means that his blood is pure, and therefore Parvati maintains a healthy body, and this conduces to the idea that is stressed in the previous verse, namely Sharira is a primary dharma sadhana, and therefore this is taken as an indication here. You can see that, in this verse he is making an inquiry about the vegetation around her, and in the coming verse he inquires about the animals that she has tended. You can take a break for 2 minutes.